central government has taken a big step. One nation, one election could be implemented in the country, leading to a reduction in election cost. Port Blair's name changed. New name of Port Blair is Sri Vijaya Puram. Ministry of Home Affairs had announced the name change. Typhoon Bebinka wreaks havoc in Shanghai, floods, power outages and disrupted traffic. Typhoon had risen from the South China Sea. PM Modi launched the Subhadra scheme. Women's empowerment will be promoted. Scheme has been launched in Odisha. New research on ozone published in Nature Geoscience. Ozone is affecting tropical forest, causing a reduction of 300 million tons in annual carbon capture. Recently, the central government led by Prime Minister proposed the implementation of the One Nation, One Election. The aim of this proposal is to simplify the process of holding elections at various levels across India simultaneously. Let us tell you that the concept of One Nation, One Election involves conducting both the Lok Sabha and state legislative assembly elections at the same time. The goal is to reduce the number of elections and the associated cost. It is believed that conducting elections simultaneously would streamline the electoral process, saving both time and money. Notably, in India, the Lok Sabha and state legislative assembly elections were held together in 1951-52, 1957, 1962 and 1967. However, this practice did not continue, and since then these elections have been held separately. A panel headed by former President Ramnath Kovind was formed to provide suggestions on this matter. Let us tell you that the Ramnath Kovind panel was tasked with evaluating the idea of One Nation, One Election and offering recommendations for its implementation. Recently, the central government has renamed Port Blair, the capital of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, as Sri Vijaya Puram. This historic decision was announced by the Ministry of Home Affairs. This naming aims to get rid of colonial symbols. It is worth noting that the name Sri Vijaya Puram reflects the unique contribution of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Indian freedom struggle. Let us tell you that the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are a union territory located on the southeastern coast of India. It is directly administered by the Ministry of Home Affairs. This archipelago consists of 572 islands, of which only a few are inhabited. This archipelago is famous for its natural beauty, lush forest, rich marine life and diverse tribal culture. The cellular jail here is a major site of the Indian freedom struggle. At the same time, this group of islands also has historical and geographical importance, which makes it a unique tourist destination. For information, let us tell you that Port Blair was renamed after British naval surveyor and Lieutenant Archibald Blair in the Bombay Marine, who was the first officer to conduct a thorough survey of the Andaman Islands in the late 1770s. Recently, the National Jute Board has announced that jute production is expected to fall by 20% this financial year. Natural disasters are being considered as the reason behind this, due to which farming in West Bengal and Assam has been affected. At the same time, floods have damaged the crop in some areas, effect of which can also be seen on production. Let us tell you that jute is a natural 100% biodegradable and recyclable fiber. It is also known as golden fiber. It is the cheapest vegetable fiber obtained from the bark of the plant stem. It is usually cultivated in floodplain areas where new soil from floods keeps accumulating every year. The ideal temperature for this should be between 25 to 35 degrees Celsius. While it requires 150 to 250 cm of rainfall, its main producing states are West Bengal, Bihar, Assam, and Odisha and Meghalaya. It is used in making sacks, mats, ropes, fibers, and threads and carpets. Let us tell you that the National Jute Board was established under the National Jute Board Act 2008. It works under the Ministry of Textiles. Recently, Typhoon Bebinka caused significant devastation in Shanghai. It's considered the most powerful storm to hit China's financial hub since 1949. This typhoon particularly affected the southern and eastern coastal regions, including Guangdong, Fujian, and Hainan provinces. It is noteworthy that Typhoon Bebinka is a tropical cyclone that originated in the South China Sea. The name Bebinca was given by Thailand and refers to a desert popular in Thailand and other Southeast Asian countries. This naming reflects the cultural diversity and significance of these countries. The World Meteorological Organization manages the naming of cyclones, with member countries contributing name. In geographical terms, a typhoon is another name for a tropical cyclone. Cyclones in regions like China, Japan, South Korea, the Philippines, and much of the Northwest Pacific are referred to as typhoons. Recently, the Indian National Centre for Ocean Information Services unveiled the Integrated Ocean Energy Atlas. This atlas showcases the vast potential of marine energy resources in Indian Exclusive Economic Zone. It includes marine meteorological energy sources such as solar and wind energy along with hydrology. The atlas identifies areas with high potential for energy production, serving as a valuable resource for policymakers, industries, and researchers. It provides annual, monthly, and daily estimates of oceanic energy components which can be accessed through a web-based geographical information system with a grid resolution of 5 kilometers. It's noteworthy that Indian National Centre for Ocean Information Services was established in 1999 as an autonomous body under the Ministry of Earth Sciences. It provides marine weather-related information for people living in coastal areas, including forecast for fishermen, navigation, marine weather, and oceanic conditions. It also functions as a tsunami warning system for the Indian Ocean region. Let us inform you that India's exclusive economic zone extends up to 200 nautical miles from its coastline. Under international law, this area grants India exclusive rights to use, manage, and conserve various marine resources. Recently, the Indian Institute of Science has developed a new kind of computing system. Scientists have named it Neuromorphic, that is brain-inspired analog computing system. The special thing about this system is that it uses a special type of molecular film. With the help of this film, it can store and process data in 16,500 different situations. In such a situation, scientists believe that this system may be able to think and learn like the human brain. This system can process a lot of information simultaneously. At the same time, it is believed that this technology can be used in computers and robotics in the future. For your information, let us tell you that neuromorphic computing is a new technology. This technology has been designed to work like a human brain. Artificial neurons and synapses have been used in it, which will be able to imitate the structure of the human brain and the way it works. This system can learn by seeing and understanding new things from the environment like the human brain. At the same time, it will be different from traditional computers which work only in binary language. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the 4th Global Renewable Energy Investors Meet and Expo. This conference was held in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. In this conference, major partners discussed financing, green hydrogen, and future energy solutions. Australia, Denmark, Germany, and Norway were among the major international partners of this year's event. Apart from this, Indian states like Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, Rajasthan, Karnataka, and Uttar Pradesh actively participated. It is noteworthy that the objective of ReInvest is to promote investment in the field of renewable energy. It is a major platform to encourage investment and partnership in the field of renewable energy. Its aim is to achieve the goals of sustainable development through renewable energy. Let us tell you that renewable energy is energy obtained from natural sources which can be replenished faster than its consumption. It is environmentally friendly and sustainable. Its major sources are wind energy, solar energy, hydropower, geothermal, and biomass. For your information, let us tell you that India ranks 4th in installed renewable energy capacity and wind energy capacity globally, whereas it ranks 5th in solar energy capacity. At the same time, India has achieved the target of 40% electricity capacity from renewable energy sources by fulfilling its target in the year 2021 itself. Recently, a study on ozone was published in Nature Geoscience. According to this research, ozone is affecting the growth of tropical forest. The study found that air pollution has resulted in an annual reduction of approximately 300 million tons in carbon capture. It is believed that surface ozone has led to a 5.1% decrease in the annual growth of tropical forest, with Asian tropical forest experiencing a 10.9% decrease. Let us tell you that surface ozone is a harmful gas found in the lower layers of the atmosphere. It is different from the ozone present in the upper layers of the atmosphere. It is formed when chemicals present in the smoke emitted by vehicles and factories come into contact with sunlight. This increases respiratory problems, asthma, and lung issues and reduces plant growth. It is noteworthy that the ozone layer is considered the Earth's protective shield, protecting it from the harmful gases coming from the sun. This layer is mainly composed of ozone gas and is found in the stratosphere. The depletion of this layer is referred to as the ozone hole, primarily caused by chlorofluorocarbons and other chemicals. Its depletion increases risk like skin cancer, cataracts, and environmental damage. In 1994, the United Nations General Assembly declared September 16 as the International Day for the Preservation of the Ozone Layer, commemorating the signing of the Montreal Protocol in 1987 on substances that deplete the ozone layer. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the Subhadra scheme of the government of Odisha. On the same occasion, the Prime Minister also unveiled railway and national highway projects in Odisha. It is worth noting that the total cost for these projects has been fixed at more than Rs 3,800 crore. These projects will be effective in strengthening the infrastructure of the state and improving the means of transportation. Let us tell you that Subhadra scheme is a women empowerment scheme of the Odisha government. The purpose of this scheme is to empower women in the state and improve their economic condition. Any woman from 21 years to 60 years of age of Odisha can apply to avail benefits of the scheme. Through this, Rs 10,000 will be sent to the account of women in 2 installments. This scheme has been started for 5 years. For this, the state government has allocated a budget of Rs 55,825 crore. In such a situation, it is expected that this scheme started by the Odisha government will lead to the welfare of the people of the state. Through this, women can start their own business and make themselves self-reliant. For your information, let us tell you that till now 76 lakh women have been registered under Subhadra Yojana. Recently, the 20th Maritime State Development Council meeting was held in Goa. The main objective of this meeting was to improve the maritime sector of India. Representatives of the central government, states and union territories attended this meeting. Let us tell you that more than 80 issues were discussed in the meeting, which included topics like modernization of ports, improvement in maritime infrastructure, better connectivity, and changes in regulatory rules. It emphasizes on everyone working together to modernize and improve the ports. It is believed that this will improve India's maritime trade and traffic. For your information, let us tell you that the Maritime State Development Council was established in 1997. It serves as a main advisory body for the development of India's maritime sector. Its purpose is to ensure holistic and balanced development of major and minor ports in collaboration with the state governments. Apart from this, it also monitors the development of minor ports, captive ports, and private ports in maritime states. So that's all for now in this bulletin. After the news, let's take a quick look at 5 questions related to the bulletin. Questions based on today's bulletin are: first question is, consider the following statements regarding Port Blair. 1. Its name has recently been changed to Sri Vijaya Puram. 2. It was named after British naval surveyor Archibald Blair. 3. It is the capital of Lakshadweep. How many of the above statements is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none? Next question. Consider the following statements regarding jute. 1. It is a natural and biodegradable fiber. 2. It is obtained from the bark of the plant stem. 3. The ideal temperature for its cultivation is 25 to 35 degrees Celsius. How many of the above statements is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none of these? Next question. Consider the following statements regarding Typhoon Bebinka. 1. It is the only temperate cyclone. 2. It originated in the South China Sea. 3. The name Bebinca was given by Thailand. How many of the above statements is or are incorrect? Only one, only two, all three, or none of these? Next question. Consider the following statements regarding the Indian National Centre for Ocean Information Services. 1. It was established in 1997. 2. It is an autonomous body that operates under the Ministry of Earth Sciences. 3. It provides information on marine weather. How many of the above statements is or are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none of these? Last question. Consider the following statements regarding the Subhadra scheme. 1. It is a women's empowerment scheme of the government of Odisha. 2. Women aged 21 to 60 can benefit from this scheme. 3. Under this scheme, Rs 10,000 will be transferred to women's accounts in 2 installments. How many of the above statements is or are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none of these? Recently, the Finance Minister has launched the NPS Vatsalya Yojana. Let us tell you that NPS Vatsalya, introduced in the Union Budget 2024-25, is a new initiative under the National Pension System, which is designed for long-term investment by parents and guardians on behalf of their minor children. It is a centrally sponsored scheme launched by the Ministry of Women and Child Development. It is noteworthy that the Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority manages this scheme. Recently, Karma Utsav was celebrated in different states of India. This festival is usually celebrated in the states of Jharkhand, West Bengal, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Assam, and Odisha. Let us tell you that this festival is celebrated in tribal populated areas. This is especially more popular among the Munda, Ho, Oraon, Baiga, Kharia, and Santhal people. It is traditionally celebrated on the 11th day of the lunar fortnight of the Bhadra month, which is the month of August-September according to the Gregorian calendar. It is noteworthy that the Karma festival is centered on the Karma tree, after which the festival is named. Traditionally, it is seen as a symbol of Karma Devta or Karamsani, the deity of strength, youth, and vitality. Recently, the Union Minister of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying has launched the Rangeen Machhli mobile app. It has been designed to meet the growing needs of the ornamental fisheries sector. Let us tell you that this app has been developed by ICAR-CIFA in collaboration with Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. It provides multilingual information on popular ornamental fish species in 8 Indian languages. This makes it accessible to a wide audience, including aquarium shop owners and fish farmers. One of its key features is the Find Aquarium Shops tool, which will help users to explore new initiatives taken by shop owners. Recently, the Prime Minister and the President extended greetings and best wishes on the occasion of Onam and Milad un-Nabi. This year, both Onam and Milad un-Nabi were celebrated on the same day across India. Onam is a major harvest festival of Kerala which commemorates the homecoming of the demon king Mahabali, who is believed to have brought peace and prosperity to the region. It occurs during Pola Varsham Chingam, the first month of the Malayalam calendar. The 10-day festival begins on the first day of the Atham Onam and ends on Thiruvonam, the last day. Its major celebrations include Pokkalam flower rangoli as well as various traditional rituals like Vallam Kalli boat race and Pulikali tiger dance, Kumattikalli mask dance and Onnathallu martial arts. Recently, the 4th and 5th ships of the 8th Anti-submarine warfare shallow watercraft project built by MS Cochin Shipyard Limited were unveiled in Kochi. This includes Malpe and Mulki ships which will work for the Indian Navy. It is worth noting that INS Mahe, INS Malwan and INS Mangrol were unveiled in the year 2023. The 8 anti-submarine warfare shallow watercraft of the Mahe class are named after strategically important ports located on the coast of India. Let us tell you that the 8 anti-submarine warfare shallow watercraft ships are indigenously developed and equipped with state-of-the-art sensors. Also, they are capable of successful anti-submarine operations in coastal waters as well as low-intensity maritime operations and landmine laying operations. Recently, India hosted the formal meetings of the COP9 Bureau and Approval Committee of the Fund under the UNESCO International Convention Against Doping in Sports. Let us tell you that the UNESCO International Convention Against Doping in Sports was adopted in Paris in 2005. Its purpose is to prevent and eliminate doping in sports. It is the only international treaty against doping. This treaty works to harmonize anti-doping laws, regulations, and rules at the international level to ensure a level playing field. It helps to protect public health and protect the ethics, integrity, and universal values of sports. Recently, the 127th anniversary of the Battle of Saragadi was celebrated. Let us tell you that the Battle of Saragadi took place in September 1897. This battle was fought between the British Indian Army and more than 8,000 Afridi and Orakazai tribal fighters. This battle was fought during the Tiraha campaign in Saragadi in the northwest frontier province. Saragadi was an important communication post. It is worth noting that the 6 soldiers were led by Havildar Ishar Singh in the war. Ishar Singh showed extraordinary courage in the war and decided to fight till the last moment. All 21 Sikhs were posthumously awarded the Indian Order of Merit. Recently, Naga King Chili Festival was celebrated in Nagaland. This festival presents a living example of community agriculture. Let us tell you that Naga King Chili is also known as Capsicum Chinese Jacqueline. It is one of the hottest chilies in the world. Its spiciness is certified by Guinness World Records in 2006. Its spiciness is more than 1 million Scoville heat units. It was granted the Geographical Indicator tag in 2008. It is cultivated mainly in Nagaland, Assam, Manipur, and to some extent in Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, and Meghalaya. For more informative content, like, share, and subscribe. And do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.